racks on me. Stack that, keep that low key.
2K22 has only been out for a few weeks, but what have you seen from the 2K community in the reaction to My Career Story in NBA 2K22?
I think a couple things. I think people really like doing things kind of on their time. If you want to explore the city, go off and do some of our side quests like, races or talking to all the different people that we've spread around the city. And some of it can just happen organically as you're going from one place to the other. The other thing is that people have really just enjoyed the story itself. You're making important decisions that impact your career, and there are different branches that are distinctly different, really, depending on which decisions you make.
Tell us more about quests, because you mentioned it, but can you talk more about specifically what quests are and how the idea for quests came about? In
the past, you would, for example, play a game, and then we'd play a couple of cutscenes for you, and it just kind of went along the way that we dictated it under the hood. And now with quests, as you finish games or as you accomplish something in your career, you get these objectives that tell you, what things are available, what you can do next, many of which have triggered based off of, how things happened to you previously. And then at that point, it's really up to you. Do I want to go talk to my coach right now in the practice facility? Do I have an interview with a reporter that I need to deal with that will, impact my personal brand? Or do I just want to go play games in the park? Maybe I'm, excited about all the people in my affiliation and I want to show that we're the best. All of those pieces kind of come together to this sort of cool puzzle that is going to be completely different for each user.
Now, if you were playing, I know it's hard to take yourself out of the game since you're the creator of that My Career Story, but if you were playing the game as a normal user, what do you think your perfect My Career Story would be?
That is a tough question.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Bustling Philadelphia on I-95, a gorgeous night for basketball. Welcome to the city of brotherly love. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. So the net starting five. The talented guard pair of Irving and Harden in the backcourt. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. And it's Aldridge in at the five. And for Philadelphia, the stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. And it's Simmons in at the point. And tonight, Doris, two experienced teams battling.
Kevin, these guys all know how to play the game. They understand defensive rotations. They understand what's successful offensively. This is going to be so fascinating to watch with all this experience.
Harden grabs the miss. So for Philadelphia, their last game, a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
Outside, Green. To the middle. And it goes out of bounds.
Brooklyn ball.
Last touch by Green.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Irving against Simmons. Irving passes to KD. On the wing, Harris. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Harris has got 5 now.
This is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. And the three ball is good.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Passes it to Durant. Driving inside. And Embiid with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Irving finds Harris. Here's Aldridge.
And Embiid has said before that he wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. Love when he gives you that kind of effort.
Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Embiid against Irving. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Back to Harris. Simmons on the wing. And they double up Simmons. And he lays it straight in.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And Gray, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
Irving against Simmons. Irving's shot is good.
Well, Kyrie Irving has a well-earned reputation for making the difficult shots. That is beautiful.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And one of the more versatile players in this league. Simmons gives you assists, rebounds, steals, and he continues to develop as a scorer.
Ben Simmons. Shooting.
That's good from Simmons. And of course, Greg, Simmons gets the majority of his points from the foul line down.
And a one-man wrecking crew in transition. Excellent at driving the ball in the half court. And once he gets downhill, he is tough to stop. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
And guys, we know that Kevin Durant, like most NBA players, has his off-the-floor pursuits away from the game. But the fact of the matter is, we know his priority is the game of basketball.
Defensive foul. Kyrie Irving. That's his second personal
And that
foul.
strange tension in the air.
Team foul.
That's Ben Simmons and the
At the line for
76ers.
Philadelphia,
What looked like a
Ben
surefire
Simmons.
separation
At the line
never
for Milwaukee.
materialized. And Simmons now still with the team. I can tell you he has a lot to prove this year.
Mills, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Embiid against Durant. And here's Mills from the arc. And the Nets, another three.
Well, we think of Durant as a naturally gifted scorer. Fact is, this guy understands how to get his teammates open.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And Mills kicks to KD. With it, picked up by Harris. And the call will be against Harris.
That's his second.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Axie's checked in for Harris. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nets. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by one. Here's Harden on the wing. Guarded by Curry. 5 to shoot. Harden's shot is good.
And inside Harden is such a difficult cover. Get too close, and you know he'll cleverly draw a foul.
And Simmons slams it in. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And the 76ers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. And the Nets also making a change. Griffin's checked in. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills, or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
And the pass to Harris to the inside. Harden's shot is off.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Maxey. Buries the long-range jumper.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the Nets making a change here as well. Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Mills has got 5 points so far.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Mills dishes to Millsap. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Thybulle, and he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, you'd love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammates?
Nets trail by 5. And here's Mills. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line.
Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heel.
Here's Milton, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Maxey. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Here's Brown. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. And here's Mills from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 8.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Driving to the basket. And that one's good. Maxey.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Harris outside. Griffin trying to get open. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
Boy, Joe Harris refusing to give an inch, and he is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Nicely done.
He hits both from the stripe. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Driving in and Slam dunk by Maxey.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Mills. Griffin trying to get open. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Out left to the wing. Here's Korkmaz. Another three for Philadelphia.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Mills for three. And the Nets, another three.
He has not missed a shot in this quarter. They've tried running different things in him, but he's been unstoppable.
Going inside. And there it is for him. Maxey's got 12 points in the game.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey.
That's his second.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. The Nets shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game. And both free throws good for Mills.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Curry way outside. Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark as we wrap up the first. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers in the NBA. He details where it all started.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just...
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hands.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Mills. Then there's Irving. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Sixers have improved under Doc Rivers, who helped to define roles. Rivers said, I did that day one. We're playing through Joel, but Ben is the facilitator. And Simmons said, Doc's holding everybody accountable. It's about staying focused and not getting distracted. We have to stay locked in. Kevin, back to you.
Well, they've got the talent for sure, D.A. Thank you. And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's taking time with his reads, letting the defense commit, then making his move. All part of that maturation process.
Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Nets. 9-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Boy, power play by Andre Drummond. He has made a career out of stress testing the rims.
Timeout called the Nets. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, that's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Shake Milton. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's James Harden in for Patty Mills.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Well, you know, another thing they've been having success with has been the three-point shot.
One shot.
That one misses for Simmons.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Here's KD. He clanks that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Durant's got 7 points. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. They kick it out to Green. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. A nice shot by Harris.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Nets trail by 14. Irving looking for an opening. KD passes to Aldridge. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Simmons slams it in.
And tonight belongs to Simmons. When he's looking for his shot, Big Ben is a problem.
Harden outside. Pass to Durant. Harden outside. Pass to Irving. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night.
That's just great savvy in a pick-and-roll situation run perfectly by Kyrie Irving.
And they double up Simmons. They kick it out to Green. Back to Simmons. Chalk up 2 there. Simmons got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Brown outside. There's the dish to Harden. Outside Aldridge. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Curry attacking. Embiid trying to break loose. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Irving finds Aldridge. Irving against Curry. Driving the lane. No good from Irving.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The drive by Simmons.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Down low, here's Brown. Green with the block. Outside, Simmons. Now the feed to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Durant. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 18. Outside Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Kyrie Irving.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
What I love is the confidence that Seth Curry plays with, and it has him attacking the defense. A little bit too physical there defensively.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Curry. Some changes for Philadelphia. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Paul Millsap is checked in for Brooklyn. Joe Harris comes in for Brown.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
Here's Durant. And again, unable to change momentum here. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Embiid, no good. Irving passes to Durant. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Harris kicks to Curry. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Kyrie Irving understands how to find an open teammate, puts it exactly where it needs to be.
One thing Irving's been doing more of, using his offhand in the lane to hit floaters, and even on jump shots.
This guy is so creative, so inventive. The ability to make last-second adjustments, and I mean that whether he's in the air off his feet or with his handle, his ability to keep defenders guessing is truly incredible.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Paul Millsap. That's his first personal foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And the 76ers making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. And a change for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Outside for Millsap. No good from outside.
We haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Back to Harris. Launches it. Drills it from outside. Harris has got a pair of triples in the second now for the 76ers.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. 1:09 left in the first half. Outside Millsap. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Thybulle, the pass to Harris. Here's Maxey. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Maxey's got 15.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
Embiid inside, guarded by Harden. And here's Harris from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Thybulle for 3. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Irving with it to end the run. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joel, the reserves have been a big story. What are you seeing from them?
On the bench has helped us a lot. They've come in, they scored the ball, they've got to stop, so we're going to need them to keep it going.
We'll see if they can close it out in the second half. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They scored very effectively. With the exception of ball movement and play calling, they were able to exploit multiple weaknesses in the defense. They've got to feel good about themselves running out of the lead.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal things that they're doing. Oh, that's not going to cut it, man. I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the 76ers, down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. Irving against Simmons. For 3, Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Harden against Curry. Lets a floater go. Harden's shot is off. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Green dishes to Curry. Back to Green. Harris kicks to Green. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. The 3. That shot misses. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Irving. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Irving's got 11 points.
Well, smart play by Kyrie Irving. Just gets on the board in the mid-range.
Irving against Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Here's Embiid. And count it from 19 feet away. 11 points for Joel Embiid.
And with an expanding skill set, Embiid is able to hit shots from all over the court.
Irving passes to Durant. Harden right side. Outside Irving. Aldridge up on top. Shoots over Embiid. No good. Shot missing. And Philadelphia the other way now. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Here's Irving. Green with the block.
I'll tell you, for a 2-guard, Danny Green gets a ton of blocks. Great use of his length.
Here's Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Philadelphia's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Simmons kicks to Harris. The three. Rebounded by the Nets. Left side, Brown. He gets it in there.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Nice play by Simmons. So good at switching gears with the ball in his hand.
Brooklyn's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Passes it to Durant. And Durant gets double-teamed. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Simmons feeling it out a bit. And they double up Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak.
And Doris, you can feel Andre Drummond's presence all over the floor. But it's really on the glass where he is truly at his most dominant.
He is nearly unmatched in terms of his rebounding ability. This guy is a multi-time league leader in that stat. He works so hard to secure possession for his team. Well, this is the go-to shot for Danny Green. So good in his pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot.
It's the Nets now. Bounce pass Mills. Griffin finds Mills. Inside. Here's KD. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. KD's got 9 points.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Hilton the pass to Harris. Fires for 3. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Durant. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. The 76ers have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Simmons. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Harris.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Brown. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Millsap finds Griffin. Good work there as it goes. Griffin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Knocked away. Millsap with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Griffin with the ball. Shots good by Mills.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got his 7th rebound here tonight. There's 1:40 left here in the third quarter. Simmons dishes to Drummond and taken away by Brown. To the left wing from outside the arc, and it's Patty Mills with the three. Mills has got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Niang's checked in. Then for the Nets, James Harden, he's checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. Here's Maxey. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
To the paint, here's Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Assisted by
Irving's got 5 assists tonight.
And a gifted interior scorer. Millsap just plays within himself and understands when to take the shot.
And there's the pass to Niang. A 3-ball. Good on the triple.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
It's the Nets now. Harden scanning the floor. Griffin trying to get open. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 6.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Basket good.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
That one goes in.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. 5-0 for 3. Millsap grabs the miss. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nets. Inside. And Griffin scores. The assist from Harden. Griffin's got 6 points in the quarter.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Maxey, no good. And so it's Philadelphia in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Setting the floor for the Nets. Carter out there at Denver. Then it's James Johnson. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. The shot's good from Carter.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Maxey passes to Thibault. Here's the 3. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first.
Brown outside. And then Brown with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Niang, that's good.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Here's Bembry, down to 5 on the shot clock. Carter with the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Bembry, guarded by Curry. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Takes a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Carter outside. Over Maxey. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
And both free throws good for Curry. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Bembry. Here's Claxton. Here's Brown. Tries again. He can't get that one to fall. Now the 76ers take it the other way. It's Curry outside. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Now Milton. His three-pointers off the mark. And here's Carter. Pass to Claxton. Another shot. And they call a foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Personal foul.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've also jumped at every chance to attack the basket tonight. Just terrific penetration.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit long. Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
It's stolen by Milton. Passes it to Reed. Here's Joe. Three-pointer. The rebound by Johnson. Carter with it. The pass to Claxton. Here's Johnson. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Joe passes to Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. And they'll get another chance. Great positioning on the putback.
And really, beyond the skills, you see right there the passion Embiid has, displaying that killer instinct.
Pound kicks to Johnson. And the Nets miss again. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Joe sinks the three-pointer. Joe's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And Doris, with the financial challenges that the pandemic posed for the NBA, private equity firms looking to break into ownership. Some questions still to be answered with that, don't you think?
Oh, I think no doubt, Kevin. And with the rules shifting in recent years to set that minimum ownership stake, it's going to be interesting to see whether this will become a real thing. But I believe if it drives franchise values, there will be momentum gained.
Milton the pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Back to Milton. It's up a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Carter outside. He dishes it to Johnson. To Claxton. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Niang kicks to Milton. Here's Embiid. Pass to Niang for the 3. Sinks the triple. Niang's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Bembry the pass to Brown. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Green is checked in for George Niang. Now, here is Reed. Over in the corner, Green. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Carter outside. 5 on the clock. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Green. Over to the wing. From downtown. They get it back. Here's Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
James Johnson.
That one's on Johnson.
That's his first.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And just a couple years ago, Doris, it seemed, didn't it, like bigs were a dying breed in the NBA? Then last season, 2 of the top MVP candidates were centers.
There was so much conversation that true 5 men, the center position, was no longer in vogue. And then all of a sudden, look what happens. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid were neck and neck for long stretches of the season. Both 5 men, both highly skilled. To me, it's always about, can you play the game or can you not play the game? And those 2 men, they can play.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Timeout called the 76ers. And a fortunate turn of events for Brown last year. Doris, he was traded from one of the worst teams to one of the best.
And what I respect is how scrappy, how hard playing, how defensive minded a guard this guy is. But he's also willing to fit perfectly around stars. He finds a way to do all the dirty work and make himself effective.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight. because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Drummond controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Philadelphia.
There was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Down low, here's Bembry. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Brown outside. Back to Carter. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And the layup's good off the glass.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Here's Maxey. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Sixers ball.
Here's Milton. Lays it up off the glass.
Milton.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Seth. Satisfying home win. What does the support feel like in front of these fans?
Oh, it's great. Great home court. They bring that energy every game, even when we're struggling. So, I mean, it's much appreciated, and it felt good to get this win for them.
It was a team effort and a crowd effort as well. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Like how early am I to understand the